This is a video tutorial on how to change settings on the DKM FX and make sure they're applied after a power cycle. So I'm going to show you two different methods. The first one's going to use the Java tool, and right now I'm going to connect to my switch. Once I establish my connection to my switch, I'm going to make a few changes here to make sure that the settings did in fact change. At first, you're going to notice all of these options are going to be grayed out. You can't change them. This is like a view mode only. In order to begin changing settings, you'll need to activate the online configuration. When you do this, you will get a confirmation to ask you, do you really want to activate the online configuration? Just select yes or OK. Now you can change some of your parameters and options within the DKM. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of my device to XYZ. I'm also going to disable COM echo, and I'm going to apply the settings at the bottom right of my screen. Once I apply these settings, I'm going to go over to access, and I'm going to force user login. I'm also going to apply these settings. You can also use the enter key to apply the settings rather than using the mouse pointer and clicking apply. Once these settings have changed, what I need to do onto the switch to make sure that when the switch reboots, these settings will load with it, I need to first go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save this file as XYZ default and press Save. Now it's going to ask me, do I want to open the configuration file, open up the configuration for editing? I will select yes. Now that this file is open, you want to make sure that it is highlighted and you're not on the switch itself. So at this point, make sure that this tab is highlighted. Now that you're on this tab, you can go to File, Upload, and now you're going to have to enter the information for the switch login. So I'm going to enter my password. And once this loads, I'm going to see all of the configuration slots. This is your default configuration slot. Click it to highlight it, and then click the checkbox at the bottom where it says Activate Configuration After Upload, and the matrix will be restarted. This is very important. So select yes, and then press Finish. At this point in time, you're going to see that the second tab, the icon is going to go from green to red to show you that the switch is no longer accessible. This is just a confirmation to show you that the switch is in fact rebooting. When the switch reboots, we'll confirm that these settings have all taken. I will be notified that the switch has completed the reboot process when this red icon, this disconnect icon here, turns green. So I get a message here that says activation was successful, and now my icon is green. If I go into my settings again, I can now see that after a switch restart, my settings are now being used. My enable COM echo is now disabled, and under access I still have force user login. So this is the method to load and change and activate your configuration on the DKM FX switch using the Java utility.